Welcome. Good evening, adults, and welcome to episode 22 of Colonel Mastodon Presents Game Night on this very, very blunty Sunday evening. Those of you that don't know what blunty is, it's an adjective for the weather. As in, boy, you see that weather out there? It's very blunty. I'm your host, Dan Farley. You can find me at Jersey Dan18 on Instagram or Dan Farley18 on Twitter. And with me, as always, the Charlie to my chaplain, Reggie Parker, everybody.
Wow.
Hey, by that logic, Seattle's a very blunty place.
Yes. Oh, and then just in the nick of time, coming in, the doctor with the mostest. Please give it up for Tim Lowe, everybody. What's up, buddy?
I thought you meant when you said tomorrow. I thought you meant Monday.
That's what because I texted you last night, and then
we're on different sleep. We're on different sleep schedules.
Yes, I'm on.
So Monday too. Why not?
Yeah, I'm on teenage child's.
Am I not?
Yeah, you're sideways. You're sideways.
All right. Let's see. You know what? No holder. Let's just go into.
Ooh, no holds barred.
Oh.
And while you're fixing that, I'm going to bring in our second guest of the evening, the third time on this show, now Game Night All-Star. Please welcome Kayt Hester, everybody.
Yeah, I'm now
What's up?
goddamn soupy sales on Hollywood Squares. I'm just here all the time now because apparently New Jersey's run out of comics.
Yeah, exactly. And one just in time showed up, so we're all good. How you guys doing? Living your best lives? You go to church today or what?
Yay. Hi, Tim.
Hello.
Yo, you're perfect now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I talk about the producers for about 2 hours a day on my other side podcast, as it were.
The producer's the one with Zero Mostel?
Oh, yeah, the good one, and then the 2005
Yeah, I didn't hate either one of those, though. They were kind of the same.
No, it just depends on how much of a patience you have for like a long musical.
Did you see this Curb Your Enthusiasm season where it basically mimics that? It's perfect.
Very much.
They bring in Larry David to destroy the show because Mel Brooks doesn't want to do it anymore. But then he ends up being a hit and everyone loves it even more. Because he's such a fucking idiot. It's great. It's great that you guys are here talking with us about that. Yeah. Thank you all for joining us, everyone at home. Yeah, you guys are wonderful. What was I going to say? Yes, it's a super blunty day outside. Like I said, it's the day when you just wear a hoodie outside and just smoke a blunt. That's where the term blunty comes from.
I went for a walk before, and there was a lot of weed smell in the air. So that is 100% accurate.
Dude, I went shopping today. I had to go to the store. I figured out the best time during this quarantine to go shopping is in the rain.
Yes.
Because no one is around you. No one. Everyone's like, oh, I don't want to go out. So I went there. I was within like 6 miles of people, let alone 6 feet. So Tim, are you still working from home and everything?
Yeah, I've been making dozens of phone calls a week. And what I've noticed is there's no separation. Jesus Christ, that is one delicious cat butthole.
Cat butthole. Cat butthole.
There's nothing.
Is that Hillary Clinton?
That's Hillary Clinton.
There is nothing that I could say right now that is even remotely as entertaining.
That's a cat's asshole.
A lot of phone conversations, and there's no difference between home life and work life because work is home. That's all that I can say at this point right now.
Yeah, that's it. At least are you writing at least?
Oh, constantly.
You know what's funny though? Like all the jokes I wrote at the beginning of this quarantine, I now feel like they're old and I've never told them yet.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. I'm gonna have to because I finished a notebook right as this was happening, and there was like a good chunk of like a good 15-20 pages that I have there. That now I'm in a new notebook that I'm gonna have to keep going back and forth because I'm not gonna remember that. It was like 2 months ago, so that's gonna be a big hassle just remembering all the stuff all the different avenues that we're exploring writing wise right now.
See, I just do everything in Evernote now.
What's that?
It's an app. Well, you could have it on your computer, but it's basically like you log in, and it's a digital notebook that you can have on your phone, your tablet. So whenever I have a thought, I put it in. I'm around one of those things. So then I go and then I write a joke. I don't even necessarily write out the joke. I just have bullet points.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I go into it. Sometimes I take the time and actually word it all properly. But and sometimes they're garbage because I'm drunk when I'm writing them. So I've
been like kind of like for me, like my writing process, I guess since we're talking about it, like I try to observe the things that I'm doing and try to like dissect, if it makes sense or not.
Yeah.
So like I think one of the angles I'm gonna work when I get back is like basically talking about how I use all this time to do things that I would have been doing if I wasn't trying to get laid. I'm trying to use that angle to like branch off into some different.
Now that you're married.
Yeah. I mean, the Pokemon thing is a great example. It's like I would never have time to both get pussy and learn how to be a master Pokemon trainer.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
Yes, it's Tim. It's Tim Lowe, Brooke. Someone knows you, Brooke Danielle.
What about you, Kate?
Yeah, what about you?
What's your writing?
What's your writing process doing?
I've been writing a lot of Corona jokes, and I've been performing them on this Long Island comedy show. I somehow have no idea how this booker in Long Island tapped into my stuff, but he's had me on his weekly show telling Corona jokes. And it's been entertaining. It's a different audience, but it's been a good time. And I can't complain.
That's good at least.
I'm not. Yeah, it is. It's better than nothing. I'm certainly not begging and pleading to get into online comedy shows because it's so weird.
Yeah.
But if anybody approaches me, I know it's the cat is distracting to me. If you know me, I'm a cat person. I have nothing but cat tattoos on my body. So the cat butthole is my cat is right here. But I've been writing a lot of Corona jokes. And I've been performing them on certain online comedy shows, but I have no intention of ever telling these jokes on an actual stage because when this shit is over, I never want to talk about it ever again.
Yeah.
Oh no, Reggie.
Reggie's gone. The cat killed him.
The cat
murdered him. Yeah, I have a bunch of Corona jokes, but most of them I'm like, I guarantee I'm not scratching any new territory here that everyone has.
Yeah.
You might be, you might be.
Maybe. I know, I am a fucking brilliant writer, so you are right. So I'm really,
you are
really
a high
good.
quality writer, Daniel Patrick, right? Your middle name is Patrick, isn't it?
Yes, my middle name is Patrick.
You're a really, really good fucking writer. So I would
takes
not
a lot.
doubt it.
It takes a lot to write these racist jokes the way I do, so I will say that. All right, we're gonna get into the top 10 questions today. Okay, right into that. Okay, this is mostly for Tim since Kate has answered it 2 times already, and I've answered it 22 times. So,
dear God,
you said there'd be new questions. You said there'd be new questions.
Oh, I have new questions, but the 10 never changed. Maybe the answers changed. So, Tim,
I'll
what's
try to
something?
give new answers again.
Yes.
I'm like, all right, go on.
What are you legitimately bad at?
Legitimately bad. Now, am I supposed to lie about this or just?
This is straightforward.
Legitimately bad at any sort of athletic thing with a board, surfboard, skateboard, snowboard. I have no balance when it comes to that.
I'm very bad at skateboarding myself, but I think it's because I never did it as a kid. So now that when I do it, I'm older. I'm like, no, this is not gonna work.
Yeah, center of gravity is just not there. You really got. It's kind of like speaking another language or learning an instrument. Like you gotta get it when the brain is all mushy.
Would you say you have a high ass or a low ass? Like,
well, I have a bit of a fat ass, so I would say low.
Okay, so, yeah, but your distribution seems to be off because of the balance. So okay,
correct.
I'm just getting an ass profile for you.
Ass profile. See, that's a good. But no, you're not going to do it.
Oh, you want it?
No, it's okay. I'll pass.
Do you have like a giant soundboard in front of you right now, or
it's not a giant one,
or just
but it's a soundboard.
Oh,
He does. It's giant.
The cell phone. It's an old iPhone whose sole purpose now is to do this.
That's it.
That's great.
That's all it does.
Nice.
Yes, and play the clips from everything. Do you have a different answer for this, Kate, or no?
Yeah, well, he just reminded me that when I was a kid, my thumb was run over by my friend who was skateboarding right next to me, and it took off my whole thumbnail. So that made me never get on a skateboard ever again. I really wanted to be like the cool, cute skater girl, but then once my thumbnail was removed, I resigned from that position.
Yeah. You know what? I'm bad at, like, in stuff like that. Like, if I start going too fast on a hill or something, like, I remember it happened. I was on rollerblades. I know, gay, but I was going down a hill, and like I start panicking, and I start like panicking like crazy, and then I remember I fucked up my leg, fucked up my leg doing that.
Were you wearing spandex shorts?
No, I wasn't. I was wearing cargo shorts, so even more embarrassing.
Rollerblades?
Yeah, well, because I used to play hockey, roller hockey.
All right.
That's
we'll
why.
let you slide.
But I slid. I had a Discman on me. That's how long ago this was. And the Discman got all scratched. What?
With the anti-skip?
Yep. Actually, I found it the other day.
You can take like 3 tumbles with one of those before it skips. Oh, look at that!
Wow.
Look at that! That is amazing.
This is how solid it is. You got to clip it open.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, the protective shit.
That's a nice piece of sound equipment.
You can get the band at one point.
Yeah, you could do this on this though. Like you could do that.
Yeah, you could G-Max the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I have been through so many of, not that one specific, but just what are those called?
That one is a Panasonic Shockwave.
But like,
the Shockwave.
But
yeah.
like just the product in general. CD
Discman player, I guess.
Yeah, Discman. I wouldn't go anywhere without
ever
like long trips. Like I got to be able to plug into something.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when I was like super young, because you remember when those came out, they were like $400 or something.
Yeah,
like
ridiculous.
That. So I had like a radio, but what you could do is like it could be portable. Like you just needed a lot of batteries, and it was like this big.
Yeah,
it was a big box. But I remember taking that with me on a vacation once. Like I was just sitting there in the back seat of the car, like just holding it, listening to Too Legit to Quit.
My first Discman, I had because I had a car by then. I had my Ford Escort station wagon that my dad gave to me.
That's a quality machine.
Yes, and I had the tape that went into the tape deck with the wire that came out that you could plug into the Discman. Yes,
gotta have that.
And I only listened to This is to let you know what time period it was. D-Light. D-Light was like my fucking shit.
Well, I could say that's something we're all legitimately bad at is being young. We're all.
Fucking D-Light was the shit. They had Bootsy Collins. I saw D-Light in concert like 6 fucking times. I'm like a huge D-Light head.
I'll tell you.
Bootsy Collins. They had Bootsy Collins.
I Bootsy live once.
Okay, Tim and Kate, what are you surprisingly good at?
Surprisingly good at.
You can't say getting D-Light tickets.
Oh man, do I have any? I probably go back to my. Even though I just said I'm not good at one particular athleticism, I have a lot of history playing baseball. I played up into college, and
where'd you go to college?
Kayt University.
Oh, so an actual base? They actually
not a bad team.
Yeah, I think what's probably most surprising is I walked on as a freshman to the team in 2007 when we won the national championship. So that was very exciting. Being a true freshman, walked on. They didn't recruit me or anything. They knew who I was because of like summer clubs and whatnot.
Yeah.
But they didn't say come play for us because who the hell was I? And then an adorable cat. And then we won the national championship, and that was very
wild.
Exciting. Yeah,
that's super wild. That's crazy. I'm pretty good at guitar. Guitar pretty well, and I've gotten pretty good at the drums. How did I get good at drums? Rock band.
Really?
Yeah, because essentially you're just drumming. And once you learn how to do like rhythms and stuff, like you're like, okay, I got to do this on a regular drum set. I'm not particularly great, but I can do it.
It's the same thing as opposed to Guitar Hero where you're just pushing buttons.
Yeah, exactly.
I realized one time my brother Ryan was just like jamming out some drums one time. Like we didn't really have drums growing up, and he was doing the N, which is the same thing from Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like ripping open the drums. I'm like, holy shit, he learned that from Rock Band.
Oh. It's so much fun. Like, because we would just get drunk and play it, like me and my brother and his friends. Like we would just literally go all out. We'd keep switching on and off and off. We did all of the Beatles catalog. Which, granted, not really incredibly difficult drumming, but what unconventional smell do you secretly love?
Wait, do we get what Kayt is good at though?
Well, Kayt's already answered, so if Kayt doesn't...
Oh, that's right. I was late. I forgot.
Yeah, no, she's been on the show before.
No, I've been on the show like 1,000 fucking times.
Well, there's something else you're good at, Kayt.
Gotcha. I actually have...
Stop with your boo.
I actually have quite a few... Like first, let's say I smell so many more things than need to be smelled. Like the whole spectrum of things that are awful to things that are obviously pleasant, like like cinnamon candles. But I'll purposely smell something awful, like spoiled milk, just like left in a car in the summer, just because like how often do you get to smell something that bad? I think I don't know how unconventional this is, but like gasoline obviously is
gasoline's a big one.
Everybody says
everyone
gasoline.
likes that.
Everybody loves gasoline.
Too many people like rain. That concrete wet smell.
Yes, that's a great smell.
It smells like the world cleaning itself. Someday a storm will come and wash away the trash.
Smell like dirt. There's a lot of good smells.
I can give you an unconventional smell that my own body emitted yesterday.
Ooh, yes, please do.
My right armpit smelled like maple syrup for a solid 2 hours.
Why?
I don't know.
Little do you know is that actually Tim is married to Aunt Jemima. So
one of my best friends from high school, his dad designed fucking Mrs. Butterworth.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Fuck that bitch. We're an Aunt Jemima house.
My friend's uncle designed Turbo Man from Jingle All the Way.
Turbo Man?
Oh, all right.
No shit.
This is a hypothetical because I've never done drugs before. But a friend of mine made edibles out of like Fruity Pebbles, and someone that I knew took a shit that smelled a lot like Fruity Pebbles.
What smell I love too is paint. Which explains paint. This explains a lot what's going on up here right now.
I hate the smell of paint.
Not even just
I hate that smell.
And then there's a specific blanket I have. It's like a fleece blanket. Push that against my face. I love the smell of that shit.
Black hair care products. Like Blue Magic.
Shit.
Brought to you by.
I like the smell of new plastic. New plastic has got.
I like that too.
Hell yeah.
I like that too. I got this one.
There you go.
Disinfectant.
Oh wow.
Only $7.49 at the local bodega. Smells terrific.
Adhesive pads.
iPhone 4.
There you go.
We're just naming things that are around us.
Yes.
Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, exactly.
Gorilla Glue.
Old time sharpener.
Wow, that's I haven't seen one of those since fifth grade.
That's a smell I like. A fucking number 2 pencil.
Yes.
Yeah.
The smell of pencil
shavings.
shavings. That's a good smell. That's a good smell. That's a good smell.
And then after you're done with them, after you're done, yeah, exactly. Then you could sell them to some kids who don't know what real weed is.
Or Etsy things.
Speaking of which, I think that's a ridiculous law that you could still get in trouble for selling fake weed. Doesn't make sense to me. You get, either it's real and you're in jail, or it's fake and you're in jail. That doesn't make any sense.
It's setting the stage for all scam artists. Like, you're not allowed to be a scam artist.
But if you're gonna scam anybody, it might as well be a drug addict that's gonna throw their money away anyway. Not that weed's really a drug. I mean, it's
people
a drug,
who smoke weed are not drug addicts.
I know, but you know what I mean. I sell them crushed up aspirin and I say it's cocaine. I shouldn't go to jail. That's all I'm saying. Hot take. What movie or movies have you ever walked out of? Now I'm gonna amend this because I've amended it every night. That includes Quarantine, because like Quarantine, like Netflix shows. Or Netflix movies or Amazon Prime movies. Speaking of which, I walked away from it. It wasn't because I hated it. It was what's that Middleditch and Schwartz thing, the improv with Ben Schwartz and Thomas Middleton. Dude, it was pretty fucking funny, man. I laughed. It's very stupid, but some of it made me laugh very loudly.
So you didn't walk out on that?
No, I did, but I didn't do it intentionally too.
Oh, okay.
Like I had to go do something, and I came back, and then it took me like a day to watch it fully.
Yeah. I've never walked out on a movie in the theater, and usually when I watch it on Netflix or something, I'll push myself through it. I think the only one that I was just like, "What the hell am I watching?" was Trainspotting.
Really?
Yeah. I got to the point where he dives into the toilet.
Yeah, that's like the beginning.
Yeah, very, very early on. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to readjust and get a palate cleanse and go back to this at some other point, because I know it's a seminal movie. It's with the baby crawling on the ceiling. Oh, it's creepy.
I wish you were able to get past it. But honestly, it could be your answer for spoiler for the next question. So keep that in mind.
Sure.
Yeah, what's it? Right. I know that. I love that. I have the list and Reggie memorizes all the questions because Reggie's also heard them 22 times.
That's no baby.
So, what's a movie that
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I originally went to college for. I originally went to college for film. In 1992, Jersey City State College. I was a film major. And they made us watch The Cook, the Thief, the Wife, and Her Lover. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Well, the opening scene is a guy getting held down by gangsters and they're rubbing dog shit all over him.
Oh.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to switch majors. I'm not doing this shit. So I switched to fashion photography.
What? Have you guys ever seen Pink Flamingos?
No.
It's a John Waters film with Divine.
Yeah.
Yes. Where she eats dog shit at the end. Yeah, I almost threw up watching that.
See, we've done this so many times, and I generally it takes a lot for me to not.
I don't want to see people having poop rubbed on them. Yeah.
We've done this so many times, and there's some I generally don't watch movies I don't think I'm gonna like. So I think I'm gonna start just doing movies that I watch to try to get laid. So one time I watched The Bitter Tears of Von Kant, which is a movie I actually like, but I did watch it solely to try to get laid.
Try to get laid?
Yeah.
I've said this before, but I've had my first oral situation during Stuart Little, that I had to go to. Yes.
Ooh, dirty boy.
Yeah, Hugh Laurie.
Yes, which really could have. I thank God I was a minor because I definitely could have gone to. I could have been on Megan's Law somewhere. I could have been a red dot on his.
oral situation. You know, my father was nominated for a Pulitzer for his coverage of the Meghan Kenka trial.
Really?
Yes. But then September 11th happened and all the Pulitzers went to the September 11th. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Yeah, just when you think 9/11 couldn't have made things worse, you take away Pulitzer Prize winners. Unbelievable.
Yeah, there you go.
Fucking believable. Okay. What's one movie everyone loves but you hate?
Oh man. Probably there's so many movies that people love that I haven't even seen, but just because people love them so much, out of spite, I'm never gonna watch them.
Yes.
I've never seen Alien, but I imagine I'll never watch it. And if I do, I won't like it.
Tim was born for this question.
Yeah, this is right up my alley. There's so many. Every time I get in a situation like this, I feel like I'm at a jukebox, and when you go to play music, and there's all this pressure in your head, and you're like, what is music? And you can't think of one song to play because it's just too many options. This is a situation that I'm in. Oh man.
See, you can take all the time you want.
Take your time, because I was going to improv this thing, and like every time you came up with one, I was going to talk about like, how could you not like Titanic?
Oh yeah, man.
One movie for me is that it's Top Gun. I've never seen Top Gun, and I won't out of sheer spite because I think it's a better story that I haven't seen Top Gun.
That is a better story. Have you ever seen the Tarantino like monologue on that about it being like super gay? Like,
yeah. It's very homoerotic.
I'm glad you brought up Tarantino because I'm not really a big fan of him. Reservoir Dogs.
I literally have a poster of it right there. It's right behind me.
It's like, all right, cool, I get it. There's these guys with their color names, and they chops off his ear and he talks to it. It's all very like I understand the appeal. But like Tarantino, I'm not a fan of.
Tarantino is the basic bitch of guy movies.
Ooh, this is
hot take. Ooh, shots fired. Oh,
it's true. No, and you know what else? Monty Python movies. I've put up with so many Monty Python movies.
You're a woman. Yeah. You're a woman.
Monty Python movies. I get it.
Plus, I end up dating nerds. I'm the chick that dates nerds. I date guys that do D&D. I date guys that do cosplay. I'm the chick that dates nerds. Do you know how many hours of Monty Python movies I have tolerated in my fucking life? They're not funny. They're not funny. There, I said it. Monty Python's not fucking funny.
Wow. See, we struck a nerve.
Yeah. No, I feel like I agree with the Monty Python thing, like where I get the importance of it, but I just don't want to watch it. And then like to Tim's point, like if you watch the opening scene of Reservoir Dogs, I bet that would piss you off, Tim. Like they have this long conversation about Madonna's like a virgin. It's super forced. It's not that great.
I did watch Reservoir Dogs, so this is not coming out of I probably wouldn't like it. I don't like it.
No, good. Got it.
Yeah.
Dan has nothing to say.
I love it. So I love it. There's some movies that I watch. There's some movies I look back on that I'm like, no, that's terrible. Like I don't know. Let me think. We did Titanic, Crash, everything. Shakespeare in Love. I can tell you that movie could suck my. Right in its ass.
I've never seen that movie. I've only ever heard you talk about it.
It sucks.
I've never even heard of that movie.
Titanic?
No,
Shakespeare in Love.
Yeah, that's what
Titanic. I saw Titanic like 15 times in the theater when it came out.
All the rom-coms my wife loves. Like 10 Things I Hate About You, fucking, I don't know, the English Patient. I'm just making
I sadly like that movie much more than I should. Tim Lowe looking studly, says Dan Caprio.
Nice. You know what movie I like a lot, but it's probably just me. 40 Days and 40 Nights. I fucking love it.
With Josh Hartnett.
Yeah. And if someone said they hate that movie, I respect that.
Yeah.
What was the movie? What was the movie he was in? Oh, The Faculty. With
We discussed this last night. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, on this podcast it came on. No one's discussed that movie in 20 goddamn years, and we discussed it twice in 2 days.
that was the first like R-rated movie I went to. I had a cousin of mine took me and an older brother, and we were kind of late, so we missed like the first like 10 minutes of it. But I was like, oh, I feel like an adult. This is pretty cool. There's cursing and there's drugs and there's sex. This is right up my alley. I like it.
Yeah, I just remember one specific quote from like Shooter McGavin as the dad.
Yeah.
And he grounds the kid and he takes away his porn. And I remember him specifically. I don't know why it sticks in my head, but whenever I hear of that movie, I think of this line. He takes away the kid's porn. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're grounded, and no more flogging the bishop either." Flogging the bishop. I threw that phrase around for a long, long time.
Definitely 20 years ago, because that was like 99, 2000.
Yeah, that'd be around there. Yeah, definitely around there. I'm trying to think of another movie that I think is
Back That Ass came out.
Yeah,
99, 2000.
I'll tell you one movie I think is overrated, and everyone loves it because I guess because it embodies a time is Easy Rider. They're like people. Yeah, like just because you're talking about like a subgroup of people that like doesn't make it a good movie. Like most of it's just them bullshitting around, just talking like smoking weed and shit. It's like I get it, you're counterculture, but it doesn't mean it's good.
For 1969, I think like you said, taking in the context of that.
Yeah, exactly. Like Jack Nicholson's good at it, but everyone else. And then at the end, they both get randomly murdered, and it's just like what the hell did I just waste my time watching? There's a couple old movies like that.
I went on a few dates with a guy. We're talking like 25 years ago. All he fucking talked about was the Easy Rider movie. The entire 3 dates.
Well, he was trying to get you. He was trying to mentally get you into easy riding him. Yeah.
Didn't work out. But you know what? We're still friends. Like 25 years later, I'm still friends with a guy. I never fucked him, but we're still buds. Like we get together for drinks, and he hasn't brought up Easy Rider in a very long time.
Well, you tell him I said.
But
not that good.
I would have been like, dude, I would have fucked you had it not been for your incessant talking about Easy Rider.
You can't let that hang over someone's head for 25 years.
Nah, we're buds.
Tony Basil nude scene in Easy Rider is not overrated. Thank you,
Tony. It is.
Dan Caprio.
Tony Basil of Oh Mickey, You're So Fine? Like, is that the same Tony Basil? Tony Basil?
Anything that Dan Caprio has watched, I probably don't like.
Correct. This was my favorite Dan Caprio moment in his Laughing Hell Hotel show. Yeah, is one time he was just Caligula was playing on a loop.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you remember that?
Shit.
Yep.
Ew.
It was, but like the sound was off, just the screen was going.
Yeah, it must have played like four times that night because we were there super late.
Yeah. Daniel said, "Yes, that is the Tony."
All right, I like her.
See, and then he did that with the King of Comedy too, with the De Niro King of Comedy. That movie, which that made perfect sense. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm all for this. What's a music that you listen to that would surprise people?
Ooh, these are some phenomenal questions.
Thank you, sir. I took time. Caligula is brilliant. Oh my God. Caprio.
Music that would be, I would say a lot of hard rock that was popular in like 2000, 2001. Anything that you would pretty much find at an Ozfest. Some head bashing stuff. Korn, Disturbed.
Korn. I definitely had Freak Out a Leech.
Yeah.
That album.
Stuff that I strictly use to work out to.
Okay. When I work out, that's a good answer for me. Is when I work out, I always listen to the Rocky Story, which it combines all of the the hits that you love from all the Rocky movies into one album.
Huh.
And I'll be honest, I don't listen to it ironically. Like I get pumped up to it. I'm like fucking like in a burning heart, just about to burst.
Wow.
I don't think you listen to anything ironically, Dan. I believe you listen to everything wholeheartedly.
I also very much like folk music.
Oh, me too. Big Bob Dylan fan.
Big Bob Dylan fan, but also like one of my go-to albums on that I play a lot especially when I'm walking around is the Inside Llewyn Davis soundtrack.
Oh yeah,
I fucking love that soundtrack. Like I love it, and I'm like, ooh, Oscar Isaac. You sure can sing. By the way, can we all agree that Oscar Isaac has the largest ass of a man I've ever seen in my life? Like, and once you notice it, it's distracting. Like, I was watching that movie, the one with Ben Kingsley, where he's hunting him down for the Nuremberg trials. I don't remember what it was called. I'm blanking on what it was called, but I saw it in the movies. And once I noticed Oscar, and it's a deathly serious movie about like, Nazis and the atrocities of the Nazis during World War II. And once I noticed his ass, the rest of I was super distracted with that for the rest of the movie. It was just, oh my God.
You were trans fucking fixed.
No, not even
Dan
like that. I'm like,
give me that ass.
Yeah, not even like, not even like really interested. Like more just like, Jesus, that's enormous. Like, it's just like fucking.
Actors have large heads, and if they have big asses, it helps.
Yeah.
Was it just that film, or like?
That's when I first noticed it. That's when I first. But when I go back and watch Star Wars now, I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Wow.
It's like Tom Cruise's misaligned tooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Christian Bale has a mole right here, very raised mole.
Yeah. I'll say this in terms of weird songs.
And he can afford to get that lasered off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's part of the character. When I used to work out like the wrestling team back in the day in high school, our coach would like be in charge of the playlist. So like a lot of like weird 80s like kind of like pump up music. So like Man in Motion, the theme from St. Elmo's Fire. You want to talk about getting me hyped up on it?
Love it. Yes, that's love it. And not only that, but I'll fucking rock that in the shower. Like, I'll be singing that shit out of that in the shower. Like, I'll be like, yeah. Only straight ahead, you know it all.
Play the game.
Bob Dylan is a pedophile racist.
Yeah.
Pedophile. That's a
pedophile. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
I don't know. I think Bob Dylan wishes he was black, to be honest with you.
That's your limitations.
Yes. I don't know.
What a beautiful pause that was.
Yes. What's something you eat that you recognize as gross, but you love it anyway?
Oh, cottage cheese. Hands
cottage
down.
Cheese?
Cottage
cheese, I can never get that.
It's so good. It's just like imagine taking like cheese curds and eating them. That's just pretty much what it is.
That's what you get out of your milk that you left in your car in the summer.
There you go.
There you go.
Coming full circle already.
Full circle.
But I am entirely aware of how gross it is now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's so gross. One of my best friends in high school, she went on to become an OBGYN. And part of her education in college was she had to volunteer at like free clinics.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I know where this is going.
And she was like, I saw shit. She was like, ladies would just get up there and it would just be like cottage cheese just pouring out of their vaginas. God. And I can never eat that shit ever. Never again. Never again. I was like, vaginas are disgusting. That's also, her stories also fermented me or cemented me. I don't know what the word is.
Fermented is a good word.
It let me know that I can never be a lesbian ever. I was like, I'll take a dick. I like boobies. I think ladies are pretty, but I'm never putting my face near one of those things. Ever.
That's it.
Give me the.
That's it.
Give me the. No cottage cheese coming out of dick.
Well, there is smegma, but that's an argument for another day. Like cottage cheese out of a vagina is not an overnight, like you wake up with something like that. Like how? Like I thought guys were bad.
It's years. It's years of shit. No, it's an unfortunate situation. It's ladies who deal with that shit up until they learn that there's a free place for them to go to get it taken care of. WTF. It's unfortunately a socioeconomic situation. But it's out there. It's out there.
Yeah, we can bring awareness.
It's happening. It's happening in a vagina right now.
If I can you imagine like you're coming home from the bar and just like I saw that just. I couldn't do that.
It's actually like it's unusually cruel. Our creator made being a woman so difficult. Like you just roll out of bed with a dick, and then like you'd be hard pressed to fuck it up. You'd be hard pressed.
Yeah.
The guy. It's like it's so much easier being a chick. It's just so much easier on every single level.
All I have to do is think about a wet bathing suit, and I have to go to a fucking doctor.
Oof.
Stupid.
Yeah. Well,
that's a good point.
My answer to this question, as I've been reminded that I was told by Kayt today, was that I love combos. You know, the pretzel with the cheese in it.
Yeah. That is fucking disgusting, man.
Dan and I have some intimate conversations, and it involves cheesing your hunger away.
Yeah, this has literally happened right before the show when we were waiting for everyone to show up on here. And we were just talking about this because I was eating combos. And she was like, oh, buffalo wing style.
Yeah, a bunch of natural flavors in that, I imagine.
High quality human being. Yeah, no. Combos are the hot dogs of pretzels.
Yes.
Yeah. And then as soon as I was sitting there like thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen a television advertisement for combos in quite some time. So they just know. They're just like, listen, garbage people like you.
Sometimes I eat a better bratwurst just so I don't feel like I'm eating a hot dog.
You're a garbage person, Dan. You're a garbage person.
True, I am a garbage person.
I'm also a big fan of prunes. I can eat a lot of prunes.
But at least prunes is a fruit.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
That's healthy. That's healthy.
A lot of people don't like it though.
That's true. I love chewing on whale blubber personally. No, I don't.
Yeah, polar bear.
I don't know how I'm going to do it.
It's good for stress.
It's definitely this is one of the coronavirus jokes I wrote is that you have to social distance, but I still like to go out and do stuff. So I took up whaling, but no, I don't like sell the blubber and the oil. No, I just kill the whale and I let it just sit there. Like, I don't do anything with it. Okay, I'm not one of those weirdos. I don't exactly know how the joke's going to go yet, but it's something to do with that. Okay, what's an activity you secretly love doing? Like one of the examples of this was like first of all, I love singing in the shower. I put on fucking rock concerts in the shower. Rocking concerts.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is an activity, but I think in a previous life I was a cartologist where I made maps because
sorry, I thought you were a doctor of carts.
No, good thinking though. A lot of context clues in there, Dan. I love maps. I have. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the.
I can.
United States, and then
that's Cuba.
And then next to the I can't go backwards. There's a map of the New York Metro, and then over there that's New Jersey, and over there I have a world map as well. So
that's cool.
I think I'm autistic, and I can just stare at a map and just go, "Oh, that's where that is. Oh, that's where that one is," and that's.
I'll tell you that's actually not a bad obsession. I mean, like the simplicity but also the complexity of a map. I'm right there with you, so I'll back you in this one.
You know what? I this goes in the way of thinking of like my complete ineptness that life sometimes like Like you look at like old maps, like before satellites and space, like
yes,
we knew about that. You like, how the fuck did you get this close? Like I have no idea. Like if you left that up to me, I'd be like, I'm
stand
screwed.
on a hill, bro. You stand on a hill.
I'd be screwed though.
Even if they had like a balloon, I mean, you're not going to go that high.
Yeah, I don't know how people do it. It's the same way people figured out like stars and the mathematics, like a lot with measurements and stuff like that, and got like the pyramids just right, so that once a year the moon shines in the fucking burial chamber. Like, granted, they had nothing but time, but I have all the time in the world in my life. I never figured out the Pythagorean theorem. I never fucking did it.
We can, what's funny? We can all kind of foot race to like make this joke work, but like, that whole concept of like, if you put me on an island for 1,000 years, I'd never figure it out. And like the reality is that's 99.99% of every population throughout the history of the world.
Oh, it takes
like
one
guy every like century that's like, hey, dumbass, do this, and then we kill him.
Yeah, and then we kill him. And the one person in our generation that God really tried to kill, but didn't until recently was Stephen Hawking. So he really put every pressure on that.
Like, there's like 500 Trump-like figures that you can point to in recent history. There's like 3 Stephen Hawking type characters.
Yeah, like
in a fucking decade.
I mean, that are actually trying to go like do better by humanity. Fucking Captain Tesla over there. But all right, next question.
Go for it.
What's the weirdest thing you've done during this quarantine?
Weird. What's your definition of weird?
I don't know. Just like think you're like, I would never be doing this if I was in quarantine. If this wasn't day 42, I wouldn't be.
This is a good one.
Nothing.
I'm not.
I've gotten severely blackout drunk, but
I haven't done that. I'm trying to word this without it not incriminating myself, but let's screw it.
Watching
because you're absolutely right. Because I can do phone sessions and I don't have to be as present with people. Like I only do a couple sessions like this with people who have like FaceTime. So most of the time I'm just in my headphones and just doing shit around the house.
Yeah.
And let's just say I've perused the internet.
while a therapy session is happening?
Indeed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Patient doctor privilege.
Oh, all right.
Just out of sheer boredom and just I don't want to listen to this person.
Yeah.
One of the weirder things.
I always just jump in. Man, that's messed up. Like every 3 minutes or so, it'll be all right.
Oh my god!
I
want to know exactly who it was too. Like you have no idea. Like I want to see their face when you tell them.
I have no memory of it, but apparently I if you follow me on Facebook, I have a deep-seated hatred for the construction workers next door.
Yes.
And I'm friends with the original crew, which are all like South American, Guatemalan, Mexican guys. We're all buds. Then they brought in a new crew, and these guys are all like Eastern European guys who are terrible assholes. Yeah, and apparently I opened my back door in a state of tequila. Like I drank so much tequila, I'm surprised I wasn't hospitalized. But this is where we are in the state of quarantine. Apparently I yelled, if you guys are here, who's making all the underage porn?
Wow.
And I don't remember that. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't remember that. Okay. But the next day,
you know what though?
Alex was like, do you remember yelling at the construction workers about if you guys are here, who's making the porn starring 15-year-olds? And I was like, I didn't say that. He was like, yes, you did. And I was like, well, I know it. I know I've thought it, but so apparently that's something I yelled at them.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun,
oh fuck.
One thing
that's what I did during quarantine.
I don't have it, and I haven't used it. One weird thing that I did, I specifically for this show, I made thought bubbles for myself.
That's fucking fun.
Yeah, like I just like I want to just have like what like popping up. Well, but I figured
what?
Like just have something pop up like me thinking like what or like confused or just. But then I found out it was like, no, I might just be really insulting to people, so I didn't do it. But I made them. I went out of my way to make them.
You'll use them
on deck, man.
You'll use them one of these days.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Just what?
I don't have an answer yet, but I don't want to forget this thought. I saw a great meme today that was called "Weekend at Kim's." And it's Kim Jong-un.
I saw that. That was so funny. After we get at Bernie's.
So good.
That shit was dumb. Come on.
That made me laugh. I know, but Weekend at Bernie's. That's my go-to, like me being a lazy shit in a joke movie. Like, so I'm sitting around watching Weekend at Bernie's. It's always Weekend at Bernie's. Like, if I didn't go to work, according to my jokes, I watched Weekend at Bernie's.
Honestly, like I wish like Pre was here right now to just tell you all the crazy things that I do that like go under the radar that no one sees. But like,
well, bring her in. Come on.
She's not gonna want to be part of this. When I see next time I see her,
you don't want to. Okay.
But like I do weird. I do weird dances.
Butthole.
No, I do like these crazy like dances and like I act out scenes and shit like that. And it's just ridiculous.
My hands are tied.
Yeah, just like that. My hands are tied, and then I start.
My hands are tied now. Welcome to Reggie's bachelor party weekend. My hands are tied now. My hands are tied. My hands are tied now.
That was the entire weekend. Yes,
that was people just kept saying it over and over. What? My hands are tied now. Everything. Like, well, I guess he's not coming to the dinner. My hands are tied now.
Just for reference for that, that's there's a movie called Copland.
Yeah, it's Copland.
Robert De Niro is basically like gets a sub and he gets like all this like utensils, and he's eating a sandwich and he's just like, oh, not enough napkins.
Yeah, and then Sylvester Stallone walks in the building. He walks in and he's like, he's the sheriff of like a very corrupt town filled with cops who are all like evil. And at first, in the beginning, he's like, "No, I'm not going to turn anyone in." At the end, but in like the middle, he's like, "Oh, this is fucked up." So he goes to Robert De Niro, but the case got shut down by the higher ups. So and he's like, "I can't help you now. My hands are tied. My hands are tied."
That's take 52. He's just like, "Yeah, my hands are tied." And they're like, "Oh shit."
I have to go to the ladies' room. I'm going to be right back, okay?
You're no lady.
Maybe.
Too much tequila.
Don't let the internet see you. All right.
All right. So what's since she's gone, she's answered this question already. Who's one person? This is the last question, by the way.
Oh, cool.
What's one person from history that you wish were on Twitter? I almost turned to my mom right there. I almost said whoosh.
Yeah, that I wish. I
wish we're on the internet.
Who would have good thoughts, or just interesting, blurbs and I wanted to say Hitler just to see like what kind of stuff.
Well, Hitler's my go-to answer every time because it's not that I agree with it, but I just want to see how fucking crazy.
Yeah. So like curiosity, so let's rule out Hitler because of how obvious that response is.
Stalin would be pretty good.
Nikola Tesla, since we brought him up before.
Oh, Tesla would be good.
That would be interesting. Either him or Mark Twain.
I think Tesla would bring a whole new light to Thomas Edison.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like a whole new light. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. You know who would thrive in the format? Confucius.
Oh yeah.
Confucius would thrive in that format.
I don't know. Whoever invented fortune cookies. Whoever did that, genius. Like he's perfect for Twitter. But yeah, Confucius is a great answer, actually. The more I think about it, Confucius is.
Yeah. I'm back.
Confucius, welcome back. I hope everything came out all right.
22 times to actually think of a good answer.
Okay, thank you.
No cottage cheese.
No schmegma.
Nope.
No cheese.
No cottage cheese since I got health insurance. Whoa!
Nice. Wow.
Stop.
Wow, that makes one of us. What's that? I don't know. I'm trying to. Yeah. And now, okay, I'm just gonna add another. If you could have one fictional character, Charles Manson on Twitter would be amazing.
Ooh, that'd be a good one. Yeah.
Ross Perot, R.I.P.
Ross Perot would just be him trying to squeeze as much. Yeah, just trying to squeeze and just end with each one. Can I finish?
Yeah. Can I finish, please?
He's running out of characters with each tweet.
If you could have, this is not one of the questions. We finished those. Congratulations, Ross.
Oh yeah, we did it.
If you could have one fictional character on Twitter, who would it be? Like, I would love Darth Vader on Twitter. Like, I think Darth Vader on Twitter would be so funny.
That's pretty good.
Like Homer Simpson, not so much because he'd be an idiot. Like, so you wouldn't.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a lot of wise quips. It would just be a bunch of does.
Yeah, and misspellings. But like Darth Vader would be like, "Oh, any watch parties tonight?"
Ooh.
I guess who's that? Harley Quinn would probably be entertaining on Twitter.
The Joker would probably be entertaining too.
Harley Quinn would be good, and I don't know if you've seen. Well, you haven't because DC is very bad at this, but they've like kind of revamped that character on their streaming website. And
Yeah,
a lot of play right now.
Yeah, it's Kaylee Coco, right? Doing the
It's actually really, really funny, but no one's ever going to see it.
But it's rated R, right?
Website.
Yeah.
So Harley Quinn's still a great answer because no one's ever going to see it.
Yeah, no one's ever going to see it. All right, so now we're just going to go into random questions. Questions, everybody.
Questions?
Mm-hmm.
Followed by. What's the most ridiculous animal on the planet? I think I might have to go giraffe. It's fucking ridiculous. I want to just take a fucking saw and saw a giraffe's neck. Like, I want to like give money to the zoo and let me know when a giraffe dies and just saw it because I just want to like a flop down like a tree.
I'm on the fence.
You're a fucking weirdo, Dan.
Yeah.
Wow, Deacon Frost. That's a great answer.
Like that.
What was the great answer? I didn't hear you.
Deacon Frost from Blade.
Deacon Frost from Blade. You're not the pure blood Frost. Dude, I say that. I say it like
fictional character on Twitter.
Yeah, fictional character. That just takes me back. Like my friend and I, we grew up. When we grew up, he was Korean. He was 100% Korean. I'm 100% Irish. That we never like. Whenever we'd meet someone that was like, "Oh, I'm Korean," it's like, "Oh yeah, you're whatever, blah blah blah," and then he'd be like, "Oh well, my mom's Chinese." He's like, "You're not the pure blood Frost." And that just became a running joke. Like that, and I would do that with, "I'm half Irish," blah blah blah. He's like, "You're not the pure blood Frost."
Yeah. Dan Careful for Pangolin, which probably started this whole mess.
Oh yeah, Pangolin.
Pangolin, the old Corona fucking anteater.
I think a fucking duckbill platypus too is fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna say the platypus. What the fuck is that?
Man.
That's
fucking
sort
mammal
of horrible
laying eggs.
For me, it's these fucking long leg fucking birds, flamingos and ostriches. Go fucking
a stork.
Yeah.
By the way, do you know that not only do they not bring children?
Makes total sense. Why is that weird? That makes total sense. What?
You see a lot of big fucking leg birds running around right now?
Just on Sesame Street.
There is a snow egret like 2 blocks from my house right now. There's like this weird giant permanent puddle under this overpass, and there's a fucking snow egret that lives in there.
That's crazy. I just killed like 4 of those in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, I believe you. I do believe that.
What was it? Yeah, I agree that all those. That's wild. The fucking the duckbill platypus though was fucking stupid.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, you can't even eat them.
What?
Porcupine.
But I get that. Like it's protecting itself because it's so defenseless.
There's no other animal like it. Like a
Koala would be up there too.
Have you ever heard the sounds a porcupine makes?
No.
Have you ever heard a porcupine? They make the most amazing sounds ever. Go on YouTube and look up porcupine sounds. It's some amazing shit. Yeah, it's amazing.
I don't know about you guys.
Crazy.
I'm looking up Porkin' in the Pines.
Hey.
Hey. Oh.
Bomb chicka wow wow.
Okay, what's the, and obviously we all know what the joke is. Don't say it. What's the worst thing you've eaten out of politeness?
Oh, damn it.
The obvious joke. We all know what it is. Yeah, we all know.
Oh,
chicken foot soup.
Chicken foot soup?
How'd you fucking come across chicken foot soup?
When I lived in Jamaica for 3 months and I was horrifically sick.
Yeah, Jamaican sick.
Yeah. And my sweet neighbor I lived on the top of this mountain in this little hut. And this sweet neighbor of mine who lived like a mile down the hill, they caught rumor that I wasn't feeling well. So they made me this chicken foot soup and walked it way up the fucking mountain, which was like a steep fucking climb, and presented it to me and then sat down to watch me eat it. And I had to eat that shit. I had to eat it.
Was there chicken feet in the soup?
Oh, it was full on fucking Jamaican chicken feet.
Did you eat you ate the chicken feet?
I had to eat. I had to fucking give it my best fucking Broadway performance.
Wow.
Yes.
Well,
you can't insult. Well, first of all, that was like a really expensive meal for somebody of this neighborhood to be presenting me with. So I had to fucking.
I remember that scene in Belly. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one. When I was in London for like a wedding one time, very like large Indian wedding. What's the stuff here, what's the stuff with the bread? The naan bread. Well, anyway, like
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was
puffed up bread.
I was super constipated from another meal, and basically at this point, my future mother-in-law and her sister were like trying to stuff me full of as much food as possible. And like I didn't have the heart to tell them that like I would literally shit a brick if I could. So I worked through a lot of Indian food, and not really my asshole, just not in the position to do so at the time.
Oh God, that's awful. I know. Yeah. I had one. I was during Hurricane Sandy, and I was in my at home, and I had no power and no water, and I couldn't leave because I had like a very like sickly dog, so like I had to like be there and take care of it, and he would freak out whenever you brought him anywhere. Like it was very bad. So I ended up going to my older brother's one night. I was like, I'm freezing. So I ended up going to my older brother's girlfriend's house, and she lived with her mom, and her mom made me like this pasta dish. It was the worst thing I've ever had in my life, but I was so grateful to be warm and to take a shower that I sat there. I ate every bit of it. I ate every single thing. I was like, thank you. Oh, so good. I was like, oh, dude, I found a hair in it. Like it was so fucking gross. And I went through all of it. Like, and I ate the entire thing.
I'm not as polite as the rest of you. If it doesn't look appealing to me, I'm like, okay, I really appreciate it, but I'm not going to eat it. Probably something that my mother-in-law made. She's Polish, and I'm not a fan of like horseradish stuff and beet soup and like not the the grossest of things, but just stuff that just not worth it. I'll take a couple bites and that's it.
Yeah. Who's the first person to just like grind up a bunch of meats and like put them in a casing? Like who's responsible for that?
I believe his name is James Hot Dog.
His name is Sparrow. Sabrat. Sorry, Sabrat.
I like that.
I guess this is the same answer for all of us. What's the most historic thing that happened in your lifetime? It's got to be 9/11. Although this is pretty crazy.
Up there, man. This is definitely
up there.
I think 9/11 still takes it because of
because it was so devastating. This is just boring.
This actually is weirdly may have more effects. I don't know.
I think Barry Bonds becoming the new home run champion is it's definitely up there. It's 9/11 Barry Bonds coronavirus.
And the Parker Brothers monopoly.
Barry Bonds 9/11. Sammy Sosa, not Mark McGwire. Sammy Sosa.
I wouldn't say it was Sammy Sosa doing anything home run or even baseball related.
But then he became white.
Yeah, that's much more shocking than anything he'd done on the baseball field.
Yes.
Hannah
and the number 4 is that Discman I just showed you. 5 coronavirus.
No,
OJ trial. Dan Caprio.
Oh yeah, OJ trial. Yeah,
that's a good answer.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was.
No.
Who do you think would be? Because we were all very young when that happened.
I'm
and
not kidding.
I don't think any of us really knew.
Shut up, Dan.
Well, yeah, Kate, you said before that you were in college in 1992.
You said that you were a bit older.
Yes.
You wear all of that well. I thought you were all our age.
Yeah, look at me. You're 10 years older than me, and I look like fucking Yoda compared to you.
Yeah.
No, I have the body of a 25-year-old, but I am approaching the age of 50. Okay.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, most of us were.
I was 27 when he was in the Bronco chase, the Dan Caprio.
I don't think that, or at least for myself, I didn't know who OJ was. I wasn't alive when he was doing.
Oh, I did.
His
even just from a Naked Gun standpoint, I knew who he was.
Yeah, I didn't. So, who do you think would be the OJ equivalent if there was a murder trial now, athlete-wise?
Famous wise, you got to be in the lexicon, but you can't be overly famous. I don't think you could be Michael Jordan famous. I think LeBron James is out.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Tom Brady is.
You know what? I was gonna try and go for more of an acting perspective.
Maybe.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
It's almost as if Tom Hanks killed someone.
That
he
feels bigger though.
But he was so beloved.
Yeah, that's what it is. So beloved.
He was beloved. The only problem is that he wasn't. Oh, Tom Hanks isn't black, so there's not that angle.
Yeah. Well, my example also isn't a race related one.
Okay.
But it would be kind of like if J.J. Watt did the same thing. Just famous enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But you don't get the race angle.
Yeah, you don't get the race angle with that. I'm trying to think. Yo, perfect. Idris Elba. If Idris Elba, you found out, brutally murdered his wife and some random dude.
Yeah, but his wife is black.
What? Yeah, but someone of that caliber famous.
Right. So if Nick Cannon murdered somebody,
first of all,
Daniel Caprio is older than me because I was not 27 during the Bronco chase. I was 22. I'm younger than Daniel Caprio.
Daniel Caprio is timeless.
But I was just telling this to Dan the other day. I got a nose job. This is not my real nose. I had a very successful career in my early 20s, and I had the money for plastic surgery. And I got my nose fixed the same week that OJ killed his wife.
Wow.
So my whole face was black and blue. Yes. Shut up. My whole face was black and blue wherever I went. That was
from different things.
Are you done, Daniel, Patrick? You done? You done with your commentary there?
I'm still listening.
Yes, go ahead.
Everywhere I went, I had people pulling me aside and asking, oh my God, I'm going to kill him.
Go ahead.
So no, I got my nose job the same week as the O.J. Simpson murder, and I had people pulling me aside and asking me if my husband was beating me.
Jesus.
And I was like, no, I just got a nose job. Because my whole face was purple and blue. Okay, Dan, I have had it with the sound effects. Oh shit, we lost Tim. See what you've done? See what you've done, Dan?
I'm so sorry. Oh,
we lost the smart guy.
Dan Caprio is right. Hashtag innocent. He is
allegedly,
innocent.
Kate. Exactly. That's why I corrected her. Allegedly.
I'll give you something allegedly.
Okay, Twitter world.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Hello,
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Shout out to all those single fathers.
Why don't you take it easy on the Prosecco, all right?
Shut up.
All right, I see your
It was
Prosecco.
3 Hispanic suspects, according to the Jews. If he did it, or if he witnessed it.
Where's Tim?
He said something about hating you and leaving. I don't know. He's back.
Tim's not going to set the record straight.
He's back.
Oh
He's Team OJ. Just like the rest
of us.
Oh, we thought you left.
I was trying to see. I can't see like the.
Okay, I pretty much I'll read them to you as they come up.
Well, I want to see the messages.
Turn on your computer and go on Facebook and join.
I don't want to. I don't want to know.
Not working, Tim. Don't worry, we're pretty much reading all of it.
Awesome.
Yeah, Richard Dweck says Daniel Caprio. I wasn't watching while Dan Caprio trolls Richard Dweck on our video.
Okay, yeah. Never mind.
I wasn't watching. They were talking about sexual stuff. Richard Dweck, don't take any shit from that guy.
Yeah, don't take any shit from Dan Caprio or Richard Dweck. My favorite, the other day we were gonna do this show, and Dweck tuned in because it was something to do until SVU came on.
That was the best answer I've ever heard. This is filler.
Incredible.
I have so much I said this so many times, especially at Brighton Bar when I hang out there. I have so much respect for Dweck because no other comedian in our peer group takes as much ribbing and shit as he does.
Hackett did.
Hackett, well, he was also asking for it.
Yes, he was also a child. So.
Correct. Dweck gets up there. And just if anyone else had to deal with 10% of the shit that gets thrown at Dweck's way, I don't think they would be able to handle it.
Oh, I agree. Although if someone came at me the way some people come at him, I'd beat the fuck out of them. Like it would not even be true. I'm not going to put up with that kind of shit from someone.
See, you're right. Like that kid intentionally went out of his way to provoke people. He was a troll. It was like I feel like Richard Dweck is more in the cut.
Yeah,
and it comes to him. But like I think that when I see Dweck in the aggregate, I think that he has a better handle on his comedy career than Hackett ever did.
That's 100% true. But we're gonna go on. No, we're not moving on. We're not talking about all of it. Next, we're gonna play a game. The next game, this is interrogation.
Let me get another drink.
Okay.
Start it up.
Interrogation.
Okay, so this is the interrogation game. I'm gonna explain to you the rules. We're each gonna tell a story about ourselves. It could be true. It's a short story, like a small fact, like I was once in a bank robbery, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And the other three are going to have 2 minutes to discuss whether they're telling the truth. They're going to discuss with each other, but we could also question and interrogate the person telling the factoid about themselves. And after 2 minutes, our time is up. And we have to guess whether it's true or false. You guys got it?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'll go first just so you can see how it goes. Okay. So I was once in an Uber who the driver got pulled over and arrested while I was in the Uber.
Oh. Okay, so that's
was
pretty...
it because of something you did?
No. I can already tell that that's a no.
And we can only ask yes or no questions to you?
Basically, I mean, I could go. Interrogation. You're a cop, and you're interrogating.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. How'd you get home that night?
Oh, I called an Uber as soon as I got out of it.
Let's see.
But I wasn't going.
What did he get arrested for?
It was a bench warrant for something stupid. Like he just didn't show up to pay it.
Yeah, I'm struggling with this. What town were you in?
I was on 287, so I think it was Morristown. It was around Morristown.
Okay.
That's for you, Tito.
Right. Uber driver, one of those talky guys or one of those like quieter guys?
He was talkative.
Harry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Knock it off. Stop it.
Were you drinking that night?
No, well, I wasn't actually going home. I was on my way to a sexual rendezvous in a hotel with my now ex-girlfriend.
You were with your girlfriend at the time?
No, she was not. She was not in the car with me.
You were
meeting.
en route. You were en route.
I was en route to the hotel.
And did you have to like abort that mission, or were you able to complete the?
I was able to complete it, but I still got charged for the mission.
What was the hotel you went to?
The Hyatt in Morristown.
Oh, fancy.
Ooh, classy. Yeah.
Morristown too, man. That's pretty high end for a sexual romp.
That's the time, my friends.
I'm
going to say not true.
Not true?
You're pretty quick on the details, although it was pretty generic story, but there was some specifics in there. I'm gonna go with true.
When he got arrested, I don't know. That's pretty.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Kayt have a woman's intuition, and I think that this story is true.
It's true, 100% true.
It just goes to show that intuition that ain't shit.
She was distracted by the cat.
She was distracted by the cat. She wasn't listening to the details. And then she got so turned on by the fact that I said sexual rendezvous. I know. I have that effect on women. It happens.
Rendezvous is a very sexually charged word.
It is.
Look at her do.
For me, it was the Hyatt. For me, that's what got me excited.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, I treat my hose right. Okay, Reggie, do you want to go first? Do you want to go next? Or do you want to go? I know I told Tim, so prepare. So do you want to go?
Tim's ready.
Yeah, I can definitely go. And it's so ironic that Kayt, before you mentioned a skateboarding accident that involved a thumbnail getting ripped off, apparently.
Yes.
That's incredible because I also have a story involving my left thumb, where when I was a kid, I believe I was 2 or 3. I don't have a memory of it, but from what has been relayed to me, that I was messing around with a folding chair, and you know how when you're in gym class and you do a seal walk when you have your hands splayed out in front of you, and you drag your feet, right? So I was doing that with a folding chair, and you know when you fold a chair, there's a little joint that collapses so that the legs can come in. Apparently, I put my thumb in that, and I pushed down on the chair to do my seal walk and sliced off part of my left thumb.
Ouch.
Have that.
Okay, have you...
That sounds completely true. Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I've ever noticed your thumbs.
You have to ask some questions now.
Did you get it reattached?
Why would you? Why would you notice his thumbs? You wouldn't, unless you were a big weirdo.
Let me look at your thumbs, man. Your question
I love Tim's thumbs.
Well, his thumb was injured from something different.
Reattached? Was that your question?
Was it reattached?
No, it was not.
So you still have half.
Was it more of the nail or?
Wait, do that again slower.
What's the question, Reggie?
Was it more of the nail or was it thumb damage?
Thumb damage right near the nail.
Okay. No need for a reattach.
Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
Say that again.
It's just a tip, just for a second to see how it feels.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. What type of folding chair are we talking? Like a beach style folding chair, or like a something you put on your deck?
Like a metal folding chair, like a chair at church, right? Like a metal folding chair.
Not a traditional folding chair like that, but you're in the right direction. More of like a step ladder kind of folding chair that has like a
that has that hinge.
Correct.
Yeah. This is incredibly dumb.
Yeah.
And you said you were a kid. And did you have to go to the hospital?
Yes.
Did you need
stitches? Again, to the best of my knowledge, stitches. Yes.
We got 15 seconds, guys. Did you get a laugh out of it?
I'm saying it's absolutely true.
Apparently, I got a laugh out of it because I acted as if nothing happened, and I would just, doop-be-doop-be-doo, just swinging my arms around with this
like that scene in UHF when the guy lost blood.
This was after the stitches when my thumb was all bandaged up.
I'm going to say it's false.
True.
Reginald?
I'm going true as well.
I'm saying it's true.
It is, in fact, true.
Oh, God damn it.
So I don't know if you can see, but you see
I
see it.
That's very obvious.
You freak.
Yeah, it's like it looks like
definitely looked like a butt for a second.
Yeah, it looks like I have a really, let's see. It looks like I have a really long nail.
Yeah. But you're just missing that part of your thumb.
Yeah.
Wow.
And for a while, because you only know what you have to work with, I just sort of got I got sort of stuck in my head and just assumed that everyone has a left thumb and a right thumb that looks different. And I was like, oh man, I wish what does a real left thumb feel like? And it's all because I got the top part is nail. It's not rounded, so it's weird.
Well, at least I have hitcher thumbs. So
What's that? Oh yeah, it's real.
That's straight for me.
That's crazy.
Straight. Hitchhiker thumbs, because I was once a member of the beatnik generation.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Yeah. Since we're keeping a theme, I also have a hand-related injury.
Oh, sweet.
You know what? No, I've got 2 hand-related injuries.
Pick one.
One for each hand.
Yeah. Is that the first question?
Oh, is that the question? Oh, that's the question.
I assume that was the question.
Oh, okay. So what are your hand-related injuries?
I got one for very similar to Tim's story, where I was hanging out with some dumb kid in the neighborhood, and he had the top of a can, probably like a can of beans, or something like that, and he sliced. Who has a can of beans?
What kid has a can of beans?
That's the question. I have no idea what. Something that you wouldn't think you would get stabbed by, I got stabbed
by. Where?
Left pinky.
Was there a hospital visit?
No, because even in my youth, I don't like embarrassing stories, so I made something up that sort of made sense. But I probably should have told my parents the truth about how I got my injury.
How old were you?
I don't know, probably somewhere anywhere between the age of 9 and 11. The tragedy.
9/11. Now that we brought that up again. What about the other one?
The other one was another fucking pinky injury. My right pinky during a wrestling match.
I knew it.
Waldo's great here. Waldo. First off, he's lies. Tim Lowe lies. Now seal walk.
That's pretty funny.
And then to Reggie, just lie next. Reggie's a bad liar.
I love Waldo. But Waldo.
All right.
Waldo.
Can you hand me that when you get a chance?
Yeah, but the other one, right pinky.
Exactly.
I did a movement on the mat where I pushed up, and my pinky basically broke, but it didn't even really notice it.
The same pinky?
Different pinky.
Right pinky. So you're fucking.
I got a lefty and I got a righty. Yeah.
Oh, that's our time. I'm gonna say something about this is true, but I know Reggie that fucking throws something in there that's a lie. So he's saying something that's false, so I'm saying it's a lie.
Yeah, I'm going with Waldo and Dan on this. Both are that's all manufactured.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna go with it's the truth. Why not? One of us has to.
Well, Kate, that would make Kate right. Waldo thinks he's pretty fucking smart, but he's not. There's a cut that goes across it from this dude fucking around with like basically like a can of beans, and he was like kind of like slicing on the grass. My hand just happened to be there, and he gave me a decent slice. And I should have gone to the hospital, but I like lied to my mother about how it happened, and basically like on the phone call, the doctor was like, he could stay. Like, you don't have to bring him in. So that one, and then the right one, this pinky, as you can see, is slightly bigger than the other pinky because when it broke, all I did was like taped it and I never got it set properly.
Oh, nice.
Because it doesn't.
That story is riveting.
Look, if anyone ever asks you, like, if you want to get rid of a finger, give him a pinky. You're not going to notice.
This story thing that I added personally, Reggie's answered it again 22 times. He's come up with a fucking story at least 22 times. Granted, 98% of mine were just true stories, but Reggie is also playing along, and he didn't decide to play the game. He's just playing it now.
Yeah, every time you guys start talking, I try to think of something, and it's hard. But luckily, it wasn't 22. I'm probably about 16 of these, because you didn't do them at first, and I missed like 4 episodes.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I guess. My man asked for a slice and got his hands cut. You have a man. Okay, Dan Caprio. I knew you had a man.
Finally.
Got him.
Reggie, as soon as you said a can of beans and someone opening up with like a knife or whatever it is, I immediately thought of the Dennis. Dennis the Menace movie when Christopher Lloyd is.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I love that movie so much, and just Christopher Lloyd with his long hair and his all gross teeth, and he feeds him the beans because he has to get the key, and the bottom of the pot is all burnt with bean juice. With
Walter Matthau as the Mr. Wilson.
But
it was dude. I think about it all the time. That specific thing, because like as I said, I play Red Dead Redemption quite often during this quarantine, and one of the things every single time I kidnap I get a bounty and I tie him up, I think of fucking that Dennis the Menace movie. And I think, like, when he ties Dennis the Menace up, he's like, that's a terrible job at tying someone up. Like, I could just wiggle out of that immediately. Like, look. Like, and I'm like, why do I think about that? And then you bring it up. Oh, my God. Get out of my head, Tim Lowe.
There have been so many times where if I'm out to dinner with someone or a group of people and someone asks me how I like or what my meal tastes like, has a taste, I'll say it tastes like wood and paint. Just for myself, and everyone's like, "What?" Like, it's so funny. It's so funny to see their face when I say that.
I'm going to acknowledge the comments because I can see what's happening. Someone's referencing a rap song. They want the blackout to validate it. Yes, Pinky Ring by UGK does go hard, but that's irrelevant of my race, Dan.
Yes, Dan Caprio. Yes. Not Kate. So, do you have a factoid about yourself that you'd love to share?
It's hard to lie. It's hard to just make up stories and tell them.
Eastern Europeans and accuse them of child porn. You should have saved that.
During this quarantine, it's been hard quite a bit. You know what I mean? Thank you, everybody.
The tequila and the pedophile Eastern Europeans, that was good.
That was
but
I wish you say that.
Another one in you.
That was true. That was true. Because I feel like whenever I go onto some sort of free porn site, it's like some sort of unfortunate Ukrainian girl, 15-year-old being forced into something she doesn't want to do.
Your algorithm, that's not mine.
Yeah, your algorithm.
Yeah, mine's just white chicks with large asses.
So, but that was true. Yeah, that was true. All right. So my story is, well, it's hard. It's hard for me to lie. It is hard for me to lie. I get by on life by omitting questions, and dodging questions. Like if I get into trouble and someone asks me about it, I can lawyer my way around that question without actually lying about it. I should have been a lawyer, but I did too many drugs in high school, and that prevented me from being a lawyer.
High school.
But
Yeah, high school. For me, it's
continuous,
but go ahead.
Well, that's what got us into college was high school, and I did way too many drugs in high school, and I never got into. I was destined for art school due to my drug fucking usage. But my story will be when I was going to FIT in 1996 that I had a threesome with a very popular supermodel and a famous photographer.
What supermodel?
I'm not going to use her name, but she models for Calvin Klein a lot.
Did she date David Copperfield?
I
No.
was going to ask you about Coke, but I can't because of your career. So we'll move on. Anyone from Next Top Model?
No.
Did everyone have a good time at the threesome?
Yeah, was it a good time?
Everybody had a great time.
Awesome.
Did they come? Did everyone come?
It's a very Mr. Hands question.
I can't answer that. I know two of us did. I can't answer for the third party.
So the guy definitely came. You came. You have no idea what that
came. You have no idea if the supermodel came.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand any of those words.
Me and Dan just did the same math. So the supermodel, you can't confirm if they came, but we know the two parties that did.
What the hell was I
forgot to fucking start the. Thank God I forgot to start.
No, we needed the extra time. This is a good one.
Where was it?
Manhattan.
New York. I knew it.
Manhattan because you went to FIT. But where
was it? Fashion
Yes,
Week?
in an amazing loft apartment.
Was it Fashion Week?
Roughly where?
No, every week was Fashion Week at FIT.
Who initiated it?
The photographer, the male.
Of course.
I was the assistant.
I'm not gonna ask one question about the photographer because I don't know photographers at all. But where roughly in New York was this? Like what neighborhood?
The fashion industry, like Chelsea.
Have you ever been to Mood?
No. I'm not a fashion designer or a sewer. I was.
What are you eating?
Which story?
Oh, cantaloupe. It's good.
Look like a cantaloupe.
I don't know why that's funny.
See, the only fashion photographer I know is the guy from Next Top Model. That's why. I mean,
other questions. How long was this tryst?
Yeah, feels like a one-nighter.
Just one night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Didn't need that one.
Was it awkward later when you saw these people again, or if you saw these people again?
No, I never saw those people ever again.
Would you
Does
say
it make it hard to watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
What?
Does it make it more difficult for you to watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
No.
Don't avoid the question.
Would you say you were turned on more by the guy or the supermodel?
Supermodel.
The supermodel.
Supermodel, yeah. You guys are wasting questions.
Wasting questions.
I knew that answer.
All right, that's the time limit. We had like 4 minutes on that one, but
I'm going to say because you spend so much time saying that you're not good at lying, you were trying to throw us off the trail, and that was all made up.
Yeah.
See, earlier in the conversation,
I want to know why I'm worse than Hillary Clinton by this motherfucker who I've never heard of before.
How many emails you got?
DiCaprio. This lady's blind.
Who's that? I'm sure he gets this question a lot, but who is that?
Wow.
Ooh,
I gotta go to my computer.
Here's my logic, all right, and I'll give you my progression. You started the conversation by saying, well, before that, you said that you learned your lesson about lesbians and stuff like that, and the yeast and the cottage cheese. So, like at the time, you weren't off of women just yet. Now, I want to say that you're lying because you've never been to Mood, which doesn't make sense if you were at FIT, but I believe your story because you wouldn't be very good at making up a sex story. So I think she's telling the truth.
I don't know who you are either, Caprio. Really, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, no shit.
Did you like all that misdirection, Kayt?
Yes, I liked it.
No, yeah. No, first of all, I went to FIT.
I didn't answer.
Kayt, I'm gaslighting, and I'm very good at it.
I know, I can see that. What's your Dan knows me very well.
I'm going to say it's a false. It's a falsehood.
It's false. I made it all up.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
I've never had a threesome in my life.
Never. I've
never had a threesome in my life.
Yeah.
I've thought about it. I mean, I would love to fuck the shit out of Kate Moss, but
wow, Kate Moss.
Not doing it.
No, I don't know.
No, she's amazing.
I don't know who you are actually. I know who you are. I know what you look like, and wait. Authorities.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that comment for real? Damn, Caprio, I don't know who you are either. Like, I know that you do comedy, but if you were, I know nothing about you as a person, other than you like movies and you might kill Richard Dweck.
Yes, seriously, you troll Richard Dweck. But if you're lucky, you'll meet
Richard Dweck. I don't know. I know Richard Dweck is a nice guy.
He knows Dweck, but
he was on the other night. He was on the other night when I was in my basement. Oh,
wait a minute! That is
of sexiness, eating his cantaloupe.
This shit got weird. quickly. But I did go to FIT.
I know. That's why I figured.
I was a photography / paint fine arts. We never had to go to.
That's
Mood.
why you didn't go to Mood. Yeah,
I don't sew shit. That's a fabric store.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It is.
All right. I'm going to go around.
I never had to buy fabric.
It started with Kate. Have you ever had a threesome, Tim Lowe?
No.
Reginald?
I'm
Too many body parts.
I have. I definitely have.
I'm also a no, but like every guy, I was right there.
Mine was not that long ago, actually. It was like summer of 2019.
Respect.
And only one of them, I actually wanted to have sex with, but the other one was just good. Never mind. Moving on. More questions. We got questions.
Questions.
And we're gonna wrap up. No, we're gonna go. Would you rather?
Caprio.
Am I eating that loudly?
It's not that loud.
Fuck you, Dan.
It's good.
It's good. It's good.
Would you rather?
We're gonna do that again.
Would you rather?
All right. Would you rather questions? Would you rather think of your worst enemy or the person you hate the most in life and pay $10,000 of your hard-earned money to send them on their dream vacation, or eat their shit. Literally eat their shit.
You know what?
In front of them, by the way.
I'm gonna tell you, this quarantine's breaking decent enough for me that, you know what, let's figure out the 10K. I don't want to eat shit.
I'm gonna say the 10K just so I hope they die in transit.
I agree. That's definitely the better option.
Yeah.
I guess the best revenge is living well.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. The question implies that I can come up with the 10K. And if I can come up with the 10K, I'm not eating shit.
That's correct. I think that's a good one. Would you rather have a threesome? Oh, this is perfect. Would you rather have a threesome with 2 semi-attractive partners or 1 super hot partner?
You split aces, Dan.
1 super hot partner.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, that's a dumb question.
1 super hot
partner.
Nah,
Oh, Reggie. It's just because you haven't done it before. That's the only reason why you would.
I know.
Don't shame Reggie. I've never had a threesome either. That was all a lie. That was a big fat fucking lie.
Hey, you can bang a hottie. You don't need to fucking throw away your threesome.
Yeah, and you just said that you only had a threesome, but one of the chicks was ugly. So does that even count?
Yes,
you did say that.
Yes, it does.
Dan said that. Yes.
Yeah.
They both
right. And I was going.
I can literally go have a threesome with 2 homeless guys down in Journal Square right now. Right. Does that really count?
Yes, that would 100%. 100% count.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a fun one, but it would be a legitimate one.
Checking off the list. Good for you.
It's not ideal, but that's exactly what happened with
me.
Then
I gotta go.
remember when that homeless guy drank our fucking tequila that one time, Dan?
Oh, I never wanted to break that bottle of tequila over his head so fast in my life if those transit police weren't there.
Yeah.
Would you rather watch your parents in a porno or have them watch you in a porno?
Oh, watch me.
Yeah. Give my dad some pointers and shit.
My parents watching my 5-minute stand-up is just as terrifying to them as me in a porno. So I might as well.
It depends on the stand-up. Some of the stand-up I'm fine with them watching, but I'm like, yeah, you need to know this.
No.
Now, Christian parents love a good redemption story, so they can watch me fucking boning.
Would you rather watch your oldest teacher in memory in a porno or your ex with you?
Wait, what was that?
Would you rather watch your oldest teacher in memory, the oldest teacher you could possibly think of? I imagine the most unattractive teacher. Or your ex and you online, you see it.
Teacher.
Yeah, no. And my ex and I are like still best friends, so he can get it.
Would you? Oh, this is so gross. Would you rather swallow cum that tastes like piss or have your partner actually piss on you?
Oh, damn.
I know. This is not me, though.
That's an easy one. That's an easy one because
my partner piss on me.
Yeah, because if I'm in there's no regulations that this can't be in the shower, and you just get a little sprayed and you just wash it off.
Correct.
Yeah. First of all, which one of you have ever had to taste cum before?
Nope.
Voluntarily, never.
Well, no one has
that
to.
That sounds terrible. It comes in all flavors.
I've only experienced like going down on someone after, like if they wanted more after I finished, then I tasted it, or if they kissed me after they blew.
When you say different
Oh
flavors,
shit, that's dedication, Daniel.
I-
Jesus Christ.
I would
I'm impressed.
I would definitely
I'm impressed.
I would definitely do the same as Dan.
Yes. Well, Tim has the best. What was that?
What was
That
what?
was a Barefoot Pink Moscato box one.
Oh, barefoot! Hell yeah!
Tim has such a great joke about wanting his beard to look like like he ran through a spider web.
Yeah. I haven't done that in a while. But it's pretty much. I'm not done going. I'm not satisfied going down on my wife until my beard looks like I walked through a moist spider web. So it's just all kind of sticky and
on his beard.
I salute you, sir.
You're getting there.
We've all been there. This is not a would you rather question.
Have we all been there? Have we all been there?
Yes, we just said we. Yes.
You said this
isn't a would you rather question, but what has been blown way out of proportion?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, that Civil Rights Act.
Louis C.K. Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. blown way out of proportion.
You mean him being talented or him with the whole
You could
scandal?
go either way.
Wow. Oh, Tim with
whole
the hard
sexual allegations.
Oh, wow.
The allegations.
I love him.
Is it the jerk off thing? A little too far?
Dude,
the
I know.
Allegations. Yeah.
Reggie, I know for tomorrow night, I'm definitely going to have the Law and Order like drop, like dun dun.
Oh, my God.
That's going to have to be a drop, though. Me too. Oh, well, I think the Me Too actually has been blown. Don't get me wrong. There are plenty of people who have been sexually assaulted and deserve exoneration and, well, not exoneration, but vengeance.
Tell you what, that Challenger explosion back in '86 totally blown way out of proportion.
Wait.
Good one.
Y2K, that's a good one, actually.
Y2K, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Timothy McVeigh blown way out of proportion.
Yeah, Elian Gonzalez.
Oh, Elian Gonzalez.
What was that about?
Way out. Dude, I didn't give a fuck about that kid.
He's like a full-grown man right now. He's a full-grown.
Yeah.
He's getting laid, that kid.
Yeah, man.
That guy's hard.
I want to hear about this shit.
He's a hard-body communist. He's
Elian?
like a fidelist.
Yeah, this is a sleeper cell, bro. He's a Manchurian candidate.
Would you rather your date have the perfect body or with the perfect moves in the bedroom?
Perfect move. I don't go for the perfect body. Men with the perfect body, they always think they could get something better than you.
Yeah.
Man, any guy that I've ever gotten with who has a perfect body, he treats me like I'm like a fucking TGI Fridays. You know what I mean?
Dear God.
Give me a guy with some meat on his bones and he looks at me like I'm fucking Thanksgiving.
Whoa.
Fuck that perfect body shit. I'm going to take fucking Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah. Give me a guy with some fucking meat on his bones. Yeah. I rock the shit out of his world.
All right.
Wow. All right. Well, Dan Cabrio.
Okay.
I didn't even. I was about to give the. I was about to do this.
I was going to say perfect body because I don't have sex on the first date.
What'd you say?
I said the perfect body because I don't have sex on the first date.
Yeah, I'll definitely take the moves in the bedroom. I don't give a fuck.
Here's a question. Ellen DeGeneres, good person or not?
Terrible.
Apparently not. But I still like her.
I've heard.
That's only come up as a debate recently.
No, I've heard about her for years.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Awful.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of fucking Hollywood actor PA types. Fuck that.
Yeah.
She's probably great.
Money corrupts. Money corrupts.
First of all, I can speak specifically to Reggie and Tim in the room. You know she wants nothing to do with us. So, she would talk down to you, and I'd just be like, I could just whoop your ass right now, you fucking Ronald McDonald looking fuck.
Yeah, you throw on the varsity jacket, you want the hands.
Exactly. You get the hands. That's a weird question.
Did we just say we're going to beat Ellen DeGeneres?
Oh, I would love to beef with Ellen DeGeneres. And then just get destroyed by her legions and legions and legions of Judge Judy fans. Would you rather get kissed on your lips and only your lips, sexual not included, like it's just, or on every part of your body except your lips?
Boy.
Every part of my body.
That's fine. Yeah, every part of my body.
Like I'll give you a kiss on the cheek every time I want. Every time I like, I can kiss you on the cheek when I marry you or whatever. Or hey, Dad, what's up?
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the body.
No, the neck, this whole part, and below is far more better than the lips. Like, yeah,
very erogenous.
Yeah, very tantric, Tim.
You got that right.
I didn't know we were dealing. Is this Tim or Sting? Oh my God!
Hell yeah!
I was gonna make a.
Tim can get it. Tim can get it.
I was gonna.
Meditation, bro.
I was gonna make a joke, but then that's not a Sting song. It's a Phil Collins song. So I'm gonna keep that joke to myself.
I hate when I do that. Yeah. When you have a joke, but it's like the wrong fucking. You got the wrong one queued up.
Yeah.
Would you rather cheat on your partner and they never find out, or have your partner think, or your partner think you cheated even though you didn't? Yeah.
Oh man, the one where you don't get found out, because if they think you cheated, you might as well.
How is that even a question?
Just saying, man. Like it's the
first part of that question is literally my life story. Yeah.
Would you rather have sex on a bed filled with stains? You don't know what the stains are, or in Port Authority bathroom?
Stains at home because
I was gonna say that's literally
right there.
Every single guy I've ever gone back to his house has a bed full of stains I don't know about. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, the stains could be
Look at Dan looking at the bed. Yeah,
it could be anything. They could be blood stains.
Yeah, it could also be innocent stains, like orange juice or something like that.
Yeah, orange juice. Yeah,
stains, by the way.
Literally, like I eat ramen noodles in my bed. It's all over the place.
Guy can still some Febreze on his bed. That's a good point, Tim.
Yeah, ramen noodles is very high in salt, and you can see a whole bunch of salt stains on the bed if you spill it.
No, actually, I grow crystals in my mouth.
Splatters everywhere. Splatters everywhere. Yeah.
I'd rather the stains at home because all the tools to fix that problem are readily available.
Would you rather have sex with your celebrity crush once, or have sex with your real life crush for the rest of your life? The meaning your soulmate. I'm gonna be super shallow on this and say celebrity crush.
Yeah, I'll go with the latter. Soulmate.
The married guys are going with the latter.
Yeah,
of course.
The latter.
What's that?
Yeah.
The latter.
You're so married.
And then the former married woman too. No,
well, like all my super close guy friends are my soulmates, and I have fucked like mostly all of them. So I'm going with the latter.
Hey, surprising fact to you, Kate. So have I. Fuck them all too. Would you rather date a guy? Would you rather date someone who takes 5 seconds to come or takes 5 hours to come?
Oof. Oh, 5 seconds.
5 seconds for me.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
I bet it's going to be
5
different.
seconds. Yeah.
Really, 5 seconds? You'd rather him just fucking be done?
Yeah, Kayt doesn't have all this time all the time, right?
She's got ramen noodles to eat.
5 hours? 5 hours? That's going to hurt. Yeah, that's going to be very uncomfortable after. Look, no chick wants it to last that long.
What's a good average
good for
time?
20.
No, let's start taking some
20
notes.
minutes tops. 20 minutes tops. I'm good at, look, if I am into you, if you're like saying the right things and kissing the right spots, I'm good 15 minutes in. Everything other than that is going to require a doctor's appointment, because after that, you're just getting a urinary tract infection and you're just hurting your vagina after that. It's just hurtful. Yeah. Anything after 20 minutes is just painful. That's a lie. And it's like, okay, if I was a porn star, I'd be getting paid like $1,000 a scene. So that's a different thing. But if you and I are just on a date, 15 minutes, you better be done, because I'm not having to go to the doctor for you, you poor piece of shit.
Strong words.
This old broad, though. So
that would be a good point for the Law and Order bum bum again.
You did not just say that. You did not say that.
I saw them the other day. They were having sex for like 15 minutes. No more, no less. It was crazy.
Would you rather have sex in front of police officers or in front of a live news taping? Cops. I'll take cops.
Well, that's just because you experience, bro. Like, you know what to do in that situation.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Well, live news taping.
Well, because the live news taping, it's on the air. It's in perpetuity forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the live news taping, because no one's watching.
That's valid point. But in these Corona times, people watch the news.
That's a good point. Yo, did you see the NFL draft had 55 million viewers?
Really?
That is 55 million people that ain't got shit. My mom was like, I watched, and she was like, I never watched the NFL draft. So
yeah, it's boring. Kayt, what about you?
Yes, it is.
What was that?
Would you rather have sex in front of police officers or in front of a live news taping?
I will fuck a bunch of police officers. I don't give a shit.
Wow. Like a lady.
This is fun.
Would you rather... Oh, this is weird. Would you rather fuck whoever you're attracted to? Fuck your best friend's parent or your best friend's best friend?
Oh, wait a minute. This is a three-way question? Whoever you're attracted to?
It's whoever you're attracted to. Obviously, legally, it's a side.
Nice one, Tim.
Yeah. I'd say
your best friend's parent or your best friend's best friend.
Best friend's best friend's best friend. Oh, best friend's parent.
My best friend's parent. I'd rather just fuck my best friend's best friend. I don't know what I'm gonna get on the other side of that, but I would not want to fuck my best friend's parent. Currently, yeah, it's just not appealing. Take my chances.
I think I'm going. Best friend's parent.
Yeah, and if it's my best friend's best friend, I might just be fucking myself. You know what I mean?
What about you, Kayt?
Best friend's parent. I'll fuck any old man. I don't give a shit.
This is
Kayt is Prosecco'd out. That is a bottle of Prosecco. This bold Kayt.
It's done. It's empty. Look how sad I am. Empty.
Prosecco's a good one to drink a whole bottle of. That's not a whole lot of sulfites in Prosecco.
Excuse me, doctor. How is it with vodka?
What does that mean? How is it?
How is it to consume a bottle of vodka in one sitting?
We call that the Dan Farley special.
Special.
You wouldn't recommend that medically.
No, sadly, it's becoming regular.
Wait a minute, that is the Trump coronavirus treatment. You taking a disinfectant and introducing it to the bloodstream.
I've been doing that for years, Reggie. That's why I'm immune to this disease. I'm actually a Superman. Would you rather smell permanently like gasoline or like nail polish?
Oh, gasoline.
Oh, gasoline, bro. Fuck nail polish.
Everybody loves gasoline, yeah.
What are the lyrics of that Spanish song? Gasolina.
Gasolina, dame más gasolina.
I believe it's called La Bamba.
What does that mean? Dame más? I want more?
Yeah, give me more gasoline.
And I imagine gasolina is a metaphor for something.
Yeah, it's probably that fire.
Yeah, it's a metaphor for La Bamba.
Dude, back when we used to be able to like congregate together, this one guy crushed that shit at karaoke. He did Gasolina. It was fantastic.
Would you rather
any of the lyrics?
Would you rather lose the ability to masturbate or lose the ability to have sex with people?
Oof.
This is a great question.
Yeah. Masturbate.
Does losing the need to
welcome to being in a long-term relationship.
True. But wait a minute. Does eliminating the need the ability to eliminate the need for?
It's just basically like you're John Hamm in the Christmas episode of fucking Black Mirror. Like you're just a red dot to everyone that you can't fuck them. Like they look at you as a sexual predator, so it's like, nah, that guy's done. And even when you talk to them, it's like, well, actually, it's more like.
I think you gotta lose the ability to masturbate because, I don't know. That just makes more sense in the long game.
I mean, it's gonna fucking fuck me up for a long time, but I'd have to have sex with other people. I need to lose the ability to masturbate. That has to happen.
That's fair.
That's an interesting phrase. Have sex with other people, because other people, like having sex. The implication there is that,
but that includes your wife.
True.
Yeah.
I assume so.
Yeah, I'm in the mood right now.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the semantics of it. When someone says, I don't want to lose my ability to have sex with other people. Like other people, that's what having sex is. It should just be have sex.
Having sex. Yeah,
right. You have to be or have sex.
Valid point. I'm right.
Valid point.
You're smart.
I'm not, man. Like you gotta think about.
I'm not attractive.
You gotta think about the supply chain, the laws of supply and demand. Look, there's not a lot of people like masturbating, jerking off. There's no value to it. Sex. You could trade that for thousands of dollars. You could trade that for an NFL franchise.
Yeah,
it's a very powerful thing. You can't undercount that.
What about you, Kayt?
Based on my experience alone, I'm going with have sex with other people.
Valid point. There you go. That's a good answer. Would you rather? Would you rather? Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather foreplay for a full hour every time you had sex, or never foreplay again?
Foreplay for an hour.
Yeah, I'm going.
Sometimes foreplay just becomes exhausting. It all depends on how exhausting and terrible it is.
Trust me, morning sex will be a lot different, and I'd be having a lot less morning sex if I had to foreplay for an hour every time. But,
foreplay because I don't want to be embarrassed.
An hour is a very long time. An hour is a long fucking time for foreplay. It's a long fucking time. You just want to cut to the chase after like 10 minutes.
Is morning sex better than night sex? Or
no,
vice versa.
I really don't think.
No.
I think morning sex is just a mediocre version of sex.
It's the closest to animal sex because I'm not waking the other person up. And they're all fine. Everyone's fine with it.
Morning time, I have to pee. My breath smells like garbage.
Yeah.
Get away from me. Nighttime, I'll be your super whore.
To that point, how many R&B videos do you see where it's the morning? It just doesn't happen. Doesn't happen.
I only got a couple more questions for you guys. Would you rather? I got like 6.
All right, I got a pizzeria coming. So
for Caitlin is different. It's would you rather get a call? Would you rather give a call to someone you slept with saying you had an STD or you're pregnant? For us, it's they have an STD or they are pregnant. I believe you both are smart enough to figure that out.
Wait. What was the stupid question again?
Would you rather have to call someone and tell them that you have an STD or that you're pregnant? That's your question.
And would you rather get the call? Of which one?
Is the STD curable?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter if it is or not.
STD all the way.
Yeah, you gotta fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Even if I gotta walk with like a little fucking cane because my dick like is it's better than a kid, yo. Like
I'd rather have that hindrance than a
children are more expensive than healthcare, bro.
I'm going pregnant because I'm a romantic.
Here's something. There was one time that I thought that I was going to be okay in a pregnancy scare, and I went to the Cheesecake Factory, and they sat me right next to a couple.
Wait. Calm down. Why did you go to the Cheesecake Factory?
All right, so this was just like life in general. Like when the pregnancy scare happened, it was like it was too early in the cycle to like determine whether it was what it was. So like to calm the nerves, went to the Cheesecake Factory. And when I got there, like they sat us for no reason at all because the place was like not that full. They sat us next to a couple, and this couple had a baby, and the baby was just doing all kinds of crazy. What was it? We're doing all kinds of crazy toddler running around shit. And like me and the girl were just like, get the fuck out of here. And it turns out this person was not pregnant. We both had a fun laugh about it.
Hey, as my father always said, a girl in trouble, just a temporary problem.
Wow. Is that a Cher lyric?
What?
What?
You heard me.
Dan's making margaritas.
No, I'm not. I'm making vodka and Hawaiian punch.
Vodka
because I'm an adult.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack us.
No, it's fine. You did fine.
Uh-oh. Doorbell, I'll get that.
He said he had a pizzadilla coming.
It's true.
Would you rather have rough sex that always caused you injuries or boring, bland sex that always made you fall asleep during?
Boring.
It depends on my health insurance plan.
It was the perfect answer by Tim, just boring.
Reggie, did you bring?
My government issued health insurance only just kicked in right before this virus hit.
Nice,
perfect timing.
Otherwise, I'd be having fucking insane monkey sex all over the place.
Monkey sex. The most acrobatic of sex.
Other than those goddamn giraffes.
Give me all the crazy sex. Now that I have that health insurance, give me all the crazy sex. Yeah.
Would you rather? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this is like the Kanye West workout plan, like music video, where like everyone's describing how the Kanye West workout plan helped them in their life, and was like, now that I've got like whatever, I'm having crazy monkey sex. That's what I was thinking. So sorry.
No, that's fine. What's about after this coronavirus? What's about to get much better?
Oof.
For some of us, it's definitely sex. Like 100%.
Yeah, for a lot of us.
Yeah.
The park.
Well,
the park.
Other than I'm speaking to 3 people who are in long-term relationships, 2 that are married, 1 that's been in a relationship for 10 years. For one of us, the fucking bull is coming out of the stable. Like, do you understand? Like,
I would love to be a fly on that wall, just watching you.
I bet you
I
would.
I don't want to get hit by anything.
What is going to get much better? I don't know.
Outdoor events, man. Parks.
Yeah.
Parks are gonna be hot in the streets again. Board games are going to be hot in the streets. You know what I mean?
I think entertainment. I think entertainment. People going out to like concerts and stuff.
Oh my god, dude! I want to play a board game so bad. I would love to play a board game with people, like Clue. I would love to play Clue.
Yeah, they're gonna make porn about that, about 2 people playing fucking Monopoly, and next thing you know, they're getting their Monopoly.
Yeah, it's like, well, I can't stay at your hotel unless. It'd be beautiful. If you built a themed hotel, what would the theme be? And what would the rooms look like?
Cats.
Cat hotel?
My theme.
Cat hotel.
My theme would be nighttime, and there would be no electricity, just black all the time.
It'd be the Ray Charles Hotel.
Mine would be like probably like anime related. I would have like a Sailor Moon wing, like a Dragon Ball Z wing. You know what I mean? It'd be the nerd shit that I'm into.
Oh, I'd definitely make it like New Orleans themed. Like, it wouldn't be more than like 3 stories, and every room has a fucking balcony. We're like, oh, hello there, sir. I just let you know that it's a haunted hotel. Would you rather live in Jurassic Park or Walking Dead?
Jurassic Park.
Why Jurassic Park, Tim?
Because the woman in that movie, I think she's a fine lady, good looker, good company.
The one that just won the Oscar, Laura Dern.
Yeah, is that
Laura Dern.
Dern is
she just won the Oscar.
Yeah,
she just won the Oscar
Laura
for Divorce Story.
Yeah, I think Lena Dunham is a great actress. She's wonderful.
Lena Dunham. Oh, that's going to be another question. I think I might have to add 11 questions. Just like, what if you could kill one actor, like scot-free? Who would it be? Man, Lena Dunham would be one of them for me, for sure. What about you, Kate? If you could live in Walking Dead or Jurassic Park, which would you be?
Jurassic Park. I can dodge fucking dinosaurs no problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true because I've never met a dinosaur, so I couldn't tell you if that's true or not.
I can't.
But
No,
I
you
can.
probably.
I'm a
Fuck
paleontologist.
zombies. Fuck
I'm a
zombies.
paleontologist. I don't know if
No.
you guys know this about Kayt. Deep down, she's a paleontologist. She's she's more studied than Tim.
Nice.
And what's even weirder is that she's more studied than me, and I'm such a scientist. Like such a scientist. Like I have again so many beakers, so many graduated
Like
silver.
Fauci, Farley, all the famous scientists.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I remember. I know what story I'm going to tell tomorrow. I'm writing myself an email right now.
Save it.
Yeah, the interrogation game tomorrow. But that's the end of our show, everybody.
Hey. Oh yeah.
Thank you both so much for joining us, and thank you everyone at home for joining us. I want to give first props to the lovely, the incomparable Kayt Hester, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Ladies first, Tim. That's how it goes. Dan, I'm something of a scientist myself. That's correct. That's Kayt, where can they find you? On the
Kayt Balls of Fire on Instagram.
Is it? How do you spell that?
K and then the number 8 and then balls. And then I should be the one the first one that comes up. It's Kayt Balls O Fire.
Yes.
On Instagram. You can hit me up on Facebook too if you're not a weirdo. It's KaytHester. If we have less than 50 people in comment, I will not accept you.
Fair.
So go fuck yourself, you weirdo.
Actually, I think we have less than 50 people.
Huh?
I think we have less than 50 people in comments.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so, Dan. But whatever. I don't give a shit. I really don't care.
I'm gonna make some moves right now. And Tim Lowe, where can they find you? Tim Lowe, my good guest. Someone heard that transgender joke.
The Tim Lowe is all of my social media handles.
Get low.
And Reggie Parker, you can find him at RP Comedy on Instagram and Twitter, and Reggie Parker on Facebook. Although he might not accept you because he's now private thanks to this Facebook. And you can find me. I'm Dan Farley. And I'm Dan Farley. You can find me at Jersey Dan 18 or Dan Farley 18 on Instagram. And we'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's guests include, I don't remember. Victoria Kaplan and Victoria Skaplin and Mark Henley, everybody.
So this should be a fun show.
Yes, it's going to be a great show
tomorrow.
Yes, so we're taking off from you.
Thanks a lot for being here, guys.
Thank you for being here, guys. Everybody.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
Well, Mr. Burns had done it. The power plant had won it, with Roger Clemens clucking all the while.